on a busy weeknight at the Five-Star Lanes bowling alley in this Detroit suburb that voted heavily for President Donald Trump, there was little excitement about the Republican plan to cut taxes. A 60-year-old retiree bowling with a group of girlfriends said she's tired of the middle class having to pay more so the wealthy can become even wealthier. A few lanes away, a middle-aged woman with frizzy gray hair said that the more she hears about the plan, the more she hates it. And a group of young guys in matching shirts said they didn't even know the proposal was in the works, although they seemed skeptical that their taxes would ever go down in a meaningful way. Ron Stevens, a 49-year-old Republican who works in purchasing for the auto industry and wrote in Sen. Ted Cruz, R. Texas, for president, said he doesn't expect to benefit under the proposal. Any gains he might make thanks to a tax cut would probably be washed out by changes to other deductions that he usually takes, he said. And don't get him started on cutting the corporate tax rate from 35% to 20%, as the Senate bill passed early Saturday does. Why are you going to lower their taxes? Stevens said, naming some wealthy auto titan families as examples as he waited for his turn to bowl Wednesday night. The level of lifestyle that they have versus everyone else, why do they need that? It's not that big of an impact for them, but for someone making $30,000 a year? That would have a huge impact on them. Here in the Detroit suburbs and across the country, many voters say they view the Republican tax plan as simply a giveaway for the rich that will benefit only a small number of people in the long run. Trump and prominent members of his party promise that the cuts will spur economic growth, leading to more jobs and better pay, but many voters say they are skeptical that will actually happen. Polls consistently show that more Americans oppose the tax plan than support it, including, most recently, a Quinnipiac survey in November that showed that for every 2 people who disapproved of the plan, only 1 supported it. That poll found that fewer than 1 in 6 Americans expect their taxes to be reduced, while more than twice that many expect their taxes to go up. When it comes to just Republicans, a third expect to personally get a tax cut. And although Republican leaders have hoped that passing the package will help their chances in the midterm elections next year, polls have also found that their proposals are far less popular than those introduced during George W. Bush's administration. In October, a CBS News poll found that 70% of Americans didn't think the tax bill should even be a top priority. At the bowling alley, there was some support. Jeff Johnson, 58, said he expects that most middle-class families will see a cut of some sort, but he is most excited to see the corporate tax reduced, which he says will greatly help small businesses in Michigan. For years, Johnson ran his own company making commercial signs. He now works for a larger company that does the same thing. People always point to the rich, but that's a small number of people.